There's something a little bit special about disarming a nuclear warhead while listening to Aerosmith. The thing is, this is literally the very beginning of what Saints Row 4 has in store for you. I must admit, once I heard originally that the idea behind Saints Row 4 was born from the intended DLC as its predecessor, I was worried that Return to Steelport would yield more of an add-on feel to the latest instalment of the franchise. And I would have been right, as early on in the game you find yourself repeating the same activities, combat and cock punches as Saints Row the 3rd. But that was about 40 minutes in, before it became a shameless drug-fueled parody of everything good in the world.
That's right. Dead from above, baby!
You had to say it, didn't you?
Yeah, just once.
The thing about Saints Row 4 is that unlike GTA, it's not really about reimagining or even repolishing the franchise. It's about Volition self-indulgently seeing just how far they can push the boat. And they don't just do that, they kind of set it on fire and then laugh manically into the flames.
Thank you. I mean it.
You're not wearing pants.
So what makes this so different from Saints Row the 3rd? Well, from the very top, you, your crew and the entirety of mankind have been enslaved by a group of aliens called the Zin, and naturally, all you want to do is bust out and save humanity. To do this, you must enter the Zin's Matrix-esque world and take them down from the inside. You do this by unlocking a total of 8 superpowers and using them against your attackers. The first two you receive are Super Sprint and like a Mega Jump. Imagine the Hulk, but with a little bit less rage, or probably even a bit more rage than the actual Hulk, come to think of it.
The simulation to freak out. I like the sound of that.
Although your powers start off fairly inconsequential, you'll quickly find yourself collecting some of the many orbs that are around the city. I say some, I mean over 1,000 of them. They can be spent on upgrading powers, and before long you'll find yourself jumping over small skyscrapers, running up the side of buildings, and squirrel gliding your way across Steelport. To aid in combating futuristic alien technology, you're also given more aggressive abilities, such as ice and fire blasts, telekinesis and a power stomp. Each one of these powers can be elementally augmented and are used to fight off the ever-increasing strengths of your foe. And to be honest, it does a damn good job of empowering you, the player, because, quite frankly, punching someone over a building is some of the most fun I've had in a video game. Although Steelport was used in the last game, these superpowers turn the map into a completely fresh location. Sadly, the knock-on effect of this is that now cars have become completely redundant. And while you can still heavily mod them with new rims, decal and nitrous, the real question becomes, well, would you rather stick arduously to dangerous driving and crashing, or would you rather Hulk jump around the city to your destination?
Oh yeah, this is my jam!
Sadly, as in most open world games, the Saints have to take over territories to infuse influence among the population. This is built into the core mechanic of side quests and activities, and by completing them, it gains control of that area. There are also story-based loyalty missions that gift your allies with superpowers once you've completed them. To unlock these quests, you actually have to complete a list of activities which are already accessible in the main hub. So I imagine this is done as a way to mask the actual fact you're completing tasks that are already optional, and to show progression throughout the map hub. But really, this game could have just let you crack on with the missions and side quests independently. The activities you must complete to own each area number in the dozen, and include things like scaling towers, clearing areas of enemies, super-powered on-foot racing, and hacking shops within each area, the latter of which is almost an exact replica of the tube hacking found in Bioshock 1. And much like that game, is still incredibly tedious, but sadly you cannot shop there until you've successfully hacked it. Completing this game is definitely best suited for some of the in-between general tomfoolery, you know, kind of in its downtime, because, quite frankly, it's dull as shit.
Security breach. Lockdown in 90 seconds.
As with previous Saints games, the majority of the story takes a backseat to the overarching madness which is occurring on screen. Volition have always been aware that having a game that allows you to play as a big-breasted, cross-gendered East London-voiced pirate is devoid of any anchoring in reality. However, their choice moments such as a text-based adventure involving a dominatrix and the game's very tongue-in-cheek ability to romance crew members really stand out as just how much the developers have stopped giving a toss about any or all convention.
What's on your mind?
We've had some good times together, haven't we?
Hell yeah. Singing, shooting, running the country.
Want to add casual sex to that list?
I normally don't swing that way, but fuck it, I'm down.
Bring his purple ass down!
All of these little additions make the game more accessible and enjoyable for the player. They allow you to run, jump and smash your way freely around a large inhabited city, causing destruction and chaos at a whim. And who doesn't want that?
Fuck you, Paul!
To sum it up, Saints Row 4 is balls out, unbridled, uncensored fun. It pulls no punches and knows exactly how ridiculous it is. It offers a barrel full of stupidity with hardly any dull moments. However, if you are looking for a harrowing story or amazingly groundbreaking gameplay, this might not be for you. It sometimes glitches out to the point of resetting your console, and at times within a side quest you can feel like you're simply going through the motions. However, all of that pales in comparison to just how much fun you'll have perfectly wasting your time on this ridiculous game. I give it an 8 out of 10.